What was '84 like, Mark? You were one of the very few Republic of Ireland internationals to have won the European Cup. You won against Roma in Rome.
Yeah, well, it should have been Dundee United because the referee was bought, wasn't he?
Well,
did you know that?
No, I didn't. I didn't know it. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, he got found guilty. Years later, somebody coughed on him. He'd received presents and whatever and ever, and they were done. Dundee United, but that. I was just thinking when you texted me yesterday about what we're going to talk about, because last week when you said you pick your Premier League team, I'd never even thought about it, so you could tell I was on the hoof. We won the league basically. We won the European Cup away from home because I'm pretty sure we played Bilbao. I think they came to Anfield and I think they got a 0-0, and they were a good side and. It was a bit it was full when we went to Bilbao for the second leg, and they were very vociferous, and every time one of us made a tackle, it was like they were all going mad and stuff. But we won 1-0. I think Rushy scored with a header, and he got nickname of Tosh after Toshak for that. I think we may have also played Benfica. I know we played them 2 seasons running. And I think Benfica came to us. I think we might have only won 1-0, Benfica, and then we went there and we came into the ground, John. It would be 7:45 kickoff local time. We're in the ground 2 hours before, and it was full, and it was lashing down, and it was. I tell you what, if you ever needed a cure for constipation, it was waiting for that game to start. There was massive pressure, and then Bucharest at home. And they let me think. They man-marked Kenny D, Rushy, and Graham Souness. And in fact, the bloke who man-marked Graham Souness got a broken jaw off Graham. I shouldn't laugh, but we were 1-0 up. Little Sammy Lee scored with a header from the corner, and this lad who was playing against Graham, his surname was Moliva, and he was spitting at Graham. And I'm not excusing him for what he did, but spitting at him and kind of, going to pull him up when he's knocked him over and grab the hairs under your arm and all that, the old tricks and everything. And Graham just had enough. And of course, even though it's televised, there would only be, 4, 5, 6 cameras max. So we got a corner at the top end late in the game. Graham was on the edge of the penalty area. And of course, everybody's watching the goal area. And the cameras are all watching the goal area the corner came in. And as the corner was taken, Graham had a little look where one of the lines was, and he was kind of watching where the corner came in and just hit this fella in the jaw and broke his jaw. So when we went for the second leg to Bucharest, I mean, you're playing the national team. They were all in the army.
Ceausescu's Romania, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was lively, wasn't he? So we're playing the army. So, and what happened was, and you probably won't remember, but there was probably 4 or 5 of us with long dark hair and tashes, and as was the thing. And Joe Fagan said to us on the the day before the game for training, he said, we're gonna go down to the ground because it had loads of rain, and it was the day of the game, and he wanted to see the pitch, and he wanted to see if it was bad. He wanted us to know it was bad, and therefore prepare ourselves, which was quite obviously a good thing. Anyway, we pulled up in the bus, in the coach, outside at the ground, and we were ringed by soldiers all the way around the bus, all armed and everything. And I was just kind of sat by the window, minding my own business, thinking, well, this is a bit naughty. And the soldier just looked at me and he knocked on the window. As he knocked on the window, he did the thing with the hand across the neck, as in, you, because he thought I was Souness. And I went, no, it's not me. And pointed to Graham, right? And Graham was loving it. He absolutely loved it. Anyway, we didn't get out. It was too wet. So we started the game, and I remember his first tackle on Souness almost broke his leg. It shattered his shin pad and everything, and it drew some blood. Graham got up, and the fellow was looking at him, and Graham just gave him that thing where, come on, if that's the best you can do. Oh, my God. And we're thinking, Christ almighty, we used to call him Charlie. Well, still call him Charlie. Hey, Charlie, for Christ's sake, we're all going to get done here. Anyway, we won. I think we won 2-1. I don't know whether Rushy scored 2 or Ronnie Whelan maybe. And the funny thing about it is, was that we got back into the dressing room and Bobby Robson, the national England manager, got in before Ronnie Moran and Joe Fagan. And Bobby Robson was stood on a chair to us before those two got in, and he went, "I'll tell you what, boys," he said, "that's the best away performance at this stage of this competition I have ever seen." And Joe and Ronnie heard the last of this, and they came in, and Joe said to him, "Bugger off, will you, Bobby? We never tell them if they're any good." He said, "We just about got through. It's the typical boot room, knock you down, knock you down, knock you down." And we had a good laugh about it, obviously. And then, of course, we went to Rome. And Roma playing at home. And have you heard the story about Chris Rea?
No, do I want to? Go on.
Yeah. No. So, well, Chris Rea, because what happened was 3 of the lads came from Middlesbrough, didn't they? Graham Souness, Davy Hodgson, and Craig Johnson. And they knew Chris Rea, and they knew his songs. And occasionally, when we won big games, used to sing this song. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And we get to the ground again really, really early, and Ronnie Moran, we got changed in the corner of the ground up these stairs, up a flight of stairs and everything, which was a bit strange. And Ronnie Moran said, clear off, we need to put the kit out. So we went out, and we had to come down the stairs, Indian file, because they were so narrow, and we walked into the corner of the ground, and there was a kids' game on, and the place was full, apart from the Liverpool end. They were obviously still drinking in the bars and stuff. And Charlie again, it's always Charlie, the captain, he sort of said, "Come on, let's walk round the pitch and get these at it. And we went, "What? Come on, let's get them at it." He loved all this stuff. So we walked round the pitch. They were chucking bottles at us and everything, plastic, fortunately. And by the time we came all the way round, one of the lads started singing just as we were going up the stairs, okay? So we go up the stairs and we sing the song. I don't know what it is, but I love it and all that. We only knew the chorus, being stupid footballers. Never thought anything of it, okay? So we win on penalties, all that stuff. Brucey like wobbly legs, but he never got near any of the penalties. I think he went the wrong way for everyone. They missed a couple, didn't they? So we've won it. At the end of the game, in the press conference, the Roma manager, when asked a question about the performance and all that kind of thing the night, and he just said, I knew my team was beaten. He said, 14 minutes before we started the game. And all the press guys going, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, we were in the dressing room," he said, "and we were having a kind of our last kind of tactical discussion about, Liverpool, etc., and the way they play and everything. And he said, I hear this singing. And he said, it's getting nearer and nearer and nearer, and therefore louder and louder and louder. And he said, just at the moment that I realised it was the Liverpool players singing, he said, all my players turned white. And he said they looked as though they'd seen a ghost. They thought, bloody hell, fire! How confident does this look? And he says to this day that was the reason, obviously, that Roma didn't play particularly well. And the other thing, sorry, it's a bit of a shaggy dog story, but the other thing as well is that the captain of Roma on the night, I think his surname was Di Napoli, he committed suicide 10 years to the day because he missed the penalty on that night.
Oh, that's horrific. That's a horrific story. Oh, yeah.
I know.